What's up, you guys? Answering the questions for another subscriber. Somebody asked me in an email, what do I think about Ford, and have I seen Tow Piglet's response to the 2024 F-350? Let's get into that now. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy TC, GrimReapertransport. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Yes, I saw the video. I follow Tow Piglet. Been following Tow Piglet for a while. He made some good points, and I'm gonna get on some of them. For instance, everybody talking about the transmission on the F-350 2020, and says it goes out at, it starts to go out at 60,000 miles. Start to do the jerk, the slipping. I'm at 70,000 miles as of today. No slip. I did some research, I did some investigating, and I know the people that talk to me about their stuff slipping, I question them about how they drive their truck. One of the questions were, well, it was more like a setup question. All right, you done did everything you supposed to did. You know, hooked your trailer up, you're ready to go, you jump in the truck, what do you do next? Just about everybody tell me, they say, well, I go. So then I back them up and say, well, you just put it in drive and you just take off, right? Yeah. Okay. This is typically what everybody's telling me. Now, what's bad about that is, when you just put it in drive, the transmission is set up to go 1, 2, skip 3, go 4, 5, 6, skip 7, go 8, 9, 10. When you put the truck in regular drive, that's what it does. It's gonna skip gears somewhere along the 10. It's gonna skip it. And for you to be pulling a heavy load or pulling a load on the truck is designed to go in regular drive when you're not carrying, or I mean when you're not pulling a load. That's when it's supposed to go into regular drive. When you're pulling a load, you have to put it in tow haul mode. Because when you put it in tow haul mode, the transmission catches every gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not trying to skip a gear. If you pull in a heavy load and you got it in regular drive and it's going 1, 2, and it's supposed to skip 3, it's trying to skip 3 because that's what it typically do. It'll try to skip it, but it ain't skipping. So it's trying to push itself a little harder, just a little harder, to get the 4, to catch 4 by the whim. Just so happened, it slips off of 4, drop to 3. Which, what it just did, all the gears are like, they're gears, they're wheels. So what it just do right there, when it almost got 4, but it slipped back down and hit 3, it done stripped the gear. It done broke one of the teeth off, or 2 of the teeth off, 3 of the teeth off the gear. So you're stripping gears now. So, just off of the little survey I did, little investigation I did with people I know that have this truck that was having that problem, that was the issue. They just put it in drive and they take off. They never use tow haul. Then, if you do use tow haul, you can't slam on the gas and expect to pull out like you would if you wasn't pulling it low. You know, some of us will just jump on it, pull out, oh, this ain't nothing. Can't do that. Same effect. Now you shooting out twice as fast. The gears are trying to catch each other to run up the gears, and you stripping gears. So that's what I figured out. Cause see, ever since I started driving, when I started off with Synergy, I had a 250. Every time I hooked up to a trailer, I pushed the tow haul button. It was kind of, was it common sense? No, I think I heard it somewhere. Somebody said to use your tow haul button. Oh, the dealership. They the one told me, because they knew what I was getting my truck for. And they said, hey, if you're pulling trailers, remember to use your tow haul. Okay, cool. That's what I do. I've been using tow haul every time I hook up to a trailer. Tow haul, tow haul, tow haul. And go. Some people find out when you hit the tow haul button, your fuel economy changes. Which is true, because now you're sorry about that. I had to do a lane change. Yeah, it does change your fuel efficiency. Because you're now hauling and you're not in overdrive like we like to be, so we can save that fuel. So it does change it, and they don't want that to happen. Well, I prefer to change my fuel consumption instead of me having to change my transmission or get my transmission rebuilt. And that's about $7 grand right there. Was it 7? Yeah, it's from $4 to $7 grand to get it rebuilt or get another. Not trying to have that. Now, what was the other thing? Now, was one thing I did agree with Toe Piglet on was the headlights. Double headlights. They are blinding, and it came to me today, early this morning, right around 4 o'clock when I was riding. Another 350 was coming up on me, and it looked like he was blinding the mess out of me. And I was looking at lights. I saw the lights on at the top and the bottom. I'm like, okay, that should be regular lights. Only one of them should be brighter, right? He gets up on me. I glance over into his car, looking for the blue light on the dash. Don't see it. He was pulling a trailer. So his truck was squatting a little bit. It was just squatting a little, which causes those lights to elevate. I know it does it because it happened with me whenever I carried a fifth wheel trailer. I get folks flashing their lights at me thinking I got high beams on and I don't. Same way with the 53-foot trailer. It's squatting my truck some and the lights be off. So, one of my guys that I used to drive with over in Synergy got his truck done, got his suspension done, or should I say, got suspension assistance done to his truck. And he told me he did it because he was always blinding people when he pulled his fifth wheel. And he keeps his truck from squatting. He has a Dodge though. So I say, okay, what did you do? He said, oh, I put some temperance on there. Temperance? What's temperance? I don't know what it is. He said, you heard of sumo springs, right? Yeah. They say just like sumos. So, oh, okay. So he took pictures, sent them to me, showed me that his truck stopped squatting. I said, all right, that's what I need to do. And besides, I got a full mud flap, and I got the mud flaps behind my tires. Every time I'm loaded, my mud flaps are scraping the ground. I don't like that because that'll sling up a rock, and I didn't like it. So I finally went in my pocket, pulled out. How much was that? Oh, I stopped by the place in Gosha, Pro Motors. Asked them could they get some sumo springs or some timbers. Couldn't get the timbers because timbers was out of stock. Nobody had them. They was on back order. So I got the sumo springs. Got the sumo springs, and it's a simple fix. And if anybody runs into Toe Piglet or talks to him, let him know. He gets some sumo springs for the 350 that will elevate your truck and to keep the truck from squatting. And it only uses U-bolts with the nuts and washers to secure it to your truck. All you have to do is take out the bump spring on the rear of the truck, save them. Whenever you turn the truck back in, he can put those back in and take those sumo springs off and put it on the next Ford that he get. And it'll keep him from blinding anybody with the lights on the truck. The second thing about the lights that I agree with him on is that trying to get to the lights, because it's like you have to drop the bumper just to change the light bulbs on this truck. Ford, that's something that needs to be corrected, because a changing of a light bulb is a basic maintenance issue. We should not have to go to a dealership to get a light bulb changed, a headlight bulb or a turn signal. We should not have to go to a dealership to get that changed. Stretch the nose of the truck back out some more so we can get our hand up in there, or push some of that stuff back towards the firewall. I agree with him on that. It was another thing that he talked about. Let's see, it was the lights, the suspension, transmission, and the seats. I agree with him on the seats as well. I got a base model XLT or XTX. It's one of them. Either way it go, it's not electronic seats. A Super Duty Ford, look, we all know the Super Duty was designed it was designed for the working man or woman. It's always out there on the grind, doing all this heavy work, heavy lifting, heavy hauling. The telescopic seats with the lumbar, the electronic lumbar, and the electronic inflation in the lumbar and in the seat of the driver's seat should be part of the base models. They should come in there automatically. When we get through doing all this working and trying to travel, and we want to travel, we traveling long distances to get to a job site or to deliver a load, We want to be able to make sure the circulation in our bodies is being adjusted properly. Sitting in these flat chairs, uncomfortable, it cuts your circulation off and your legs. It hurts your back. Even though I got a little twisty thing for the lumbar, it's still hard. Ford, if you could come out with a seat that is designed to hook into the base model so that we that have this base model can rip out our old seat and put that seat in and hook it up, trust me, I pay you $500, $600 for the seat to put in there. I need it. And there's a lot of drivers on the road that need it. That's like the best idea you could ever come up with, because we all know on the fuse panels, shoot, this truck got about 3-4 fuse panels on it. There's always an empty space to add something. So design a chair that we could put in our trucks, driver side and passenger side if you want, to where we can rip these seats out. We could just unbolt these seats out, bolt those in, hook everything into the existing plug, and run it. I pay $500, $600 for that seat. No doubt about it. How many other drivers out there do it? Trust me, it'll be quite a few of them. Because we're tired of always adjusting the seat, trying to get your back right, moving your legs around because they falling asleep because the circulation is going out of your legs. That's aggravating, especially when you're on the road. Especially when you're on the road trying to concentrate. That causes you to shake the steering wheel. Fishtailing your trailer. So please, Ford, if you got one, if y'all could come up with one to connect to the existing plugs that we have already in here, that we can use that seat. Please. Oh, one other thing. Toe Piglet mentioned the exhaust spray. How it won't hold the truck when it's loaded going downhill. I figured it out. When you got it on cruise control, I figured it out. If you're going down a steep grade, and it's a long steep grade, back your cruise control off by 4 miles an hour, sometimes 5. Safe bet, go 5 if it's a steep, long grade. Once the exhaust spray kicks in, it's gonna break it down and say it's telling you to go down the hill at 55 miles an hour. You set it at 50. The exhaust brake is gonna kick in at 53. By 54, it's gonna start holding the truck. Then it's gonna get to 55 and hold. It might surpass it by a little. Tap the brakes, it's gonna drop it another gear, and then it's gonna hold it. It's gonna hold it on the brake. But if it's a short hill, not a real steep decline, I always back mine off by 3, and it'll hold right at whatever the speed limit is posted for. No problem. Some people might be like, oh man, you hauling campers. Yeah, you're right, I'm hauling campers. But the question is, how much does the camper weigh? Plus my trailer. Because you gotta add all that up. And to answer your question, like I'm towing today, 2 campers, I'm sitting right around the max about 33. Yeah, I'm at 33,000 and some odd pounds right now. At least that's what the New Mexico scale said. So, and I have to go through some declines and inclines going to California, so I have tested it. Other than that, the other thing that need to be fixed, I had a couple of issues with it. I have off and on issues with it. I ain't gonna say a couple. Off and on. It's the sync system in the truck, where you can hook your phone up. It'll display your Google Maps on the screen, your phone calls, it'll play your music, all of that's controlled from there. Well, what I'm starting to see is that when I answer the phone from the steering wheel, it'll answer the call, but you can't hear the person on the phone unless you manually tap the screen to hit your Bluetooth button, to go to speakerphone, then go back to Bluetooth, and then it kicks in. It's not supposed to do that. As soon as you hit the button, it's supposed to go ahead and answer the call. You're supposed to hear your call. You're supposed to hear the call, and the caller is supposed to hear you. Other thing is, you get to the point to where you start hitting bumps in the road, it'll knock the sync off, so your maps will disappear. Won't come back up unless you hit another bump, or if you unplug your device and plug it back in. There's something not fully secured in the sync, or they need to create some type of cushion on the inside so it'll prevent this issue from happening. And I know it's an issue because it's giving feedback on my cords, and it's starting to burn my cords out. What else about it? I think that's it on the sync. And can't think of anything else right now. But overall, this 350, she's a beast. Lady Reaper, she be pushing it. Oh, one other thing. I don't know what everybody else do on their oil changes, but if you're getting into the RV transport biz, I talked to my dealership, and they told me since I'm doing this type of work that oil changes and fuel filter changes should be on every other oil change, so like 20,000 miles. Oil changes is every 10,000 miles. I've been getting it, and trust me, I've been getting it. Some people are like, man, I don't want to pay them every 10,000 miles, man. That's a lot of money. You can change the oil yourself if you want to. It's not that hard. I did it on my 250. Every time I hit 10,000 miles, I made sure I had, what was it, four jugs? Yeah, 4 jugs, 4 gallons in my was it 4 gallons? It was 4 jugs of oil on my truck. A funnel, the oil wrench, the oil filter wrench, and a drain pan, and a spill kit, and they sell it all at Walmart. So if I'm ever out of oil, I always stop at a Walmart to try to find my oil. Believe it or not, it's kind of hard to find the oil for this truck. I believe it's T6 oil. It's the actual oil that goes in here. I forgot the weight. Is it on here? Nope, it's not on there. I forgot the weight of the oil, but that oil is hard to find in Walmart. It is literally hard to find. If you find it at the truck stop, it's gonna be expensive. More expensive than what you'll buy at Walmart. So what I do while I'm out on the road, I'll stop when I'm empty. I don't do it when I'm loaded, unless I'm gonna stop for the night, and I might stop at the Walmart if the Walmart allows parking. I'll stop at that Walmart, go in there and check to see if they got the oil. If they got the oil, I buy it. So I do it that way, stock up on it, and then what I also do, I order me 4 more bottles, and have them delivered to the house, and they'll be sitting in the house when I get to the house. So if I need the oil change right when I get to the house, then I can just pull in the yard, pour the oil out, get it going. If I picked out the oil already and I'm on my way to the house, but I can still make it, I'm gonna use the oil that I got at the house and leave the oil that I have on the truck, because you never know. I might be out in Nebraska somewhere and I need to go ahead and change my oil. Change it. The other thing is, the main reason why I do it every 10,000 miles, after even talking to the technicians, when I bought the truck, I had purchased a maintenance warranty along with my truck. So maintenance warranty shows that it has to be changed every 10,000 miles, which is a commercial maintenance warranty. So that's what I do. Have not had any problems with her whatsoever. She has been a champ. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: whatever dealership you deal with, try to keep dealing with that same dealership that you trust, because some Ford dealerships, which I was just told this by one of the other guys that drives with us, that oh dude, watch out. That they went and got their fuel filter changed, got back on the road, got to driving. Didn't know that he was shooting diesel up under his hood. Didn't know till the other driver told him. They pulled over, looks, diesel all up under the hood. You know why? Because somebody cracked the line on his cracked his fuel line coming from his fuel filter under the hood. Those lines are delicate. If you do the wrong thing, you could crack them. And when you crack them, the dealership has to order a whole nother set of lines and put them back in. You can't just buy one because they come together. You gotta buy both of them. So, whatever dealership you deal with, make sure you trust them. The dealership I deal with back in Georgia, I trust them. These are honest folks. They break something, they gonna tell me you broke it. Like, look, we're sorry. We ordered another piece right now. Don't worry about it. You don't have to pay for it. We broke it. We pay for it. Cool. I was cool with that. I'm cool with that, because that's telling me that you're not trying to jip me out of my money. Also, there's another fuel filter under your truck. one of my guys, I think it was my guy from Synergy. He went to get his fuel filters changed. No, it wasn't him. It was another guy that was driving a Ford. I think he works at Dynamic. He was telling me he went to get his fuel filter changed, and they broke the little yellow knob because they put an inexperienced tech on his truck, and the tech broke the knob. And then they gonna tell him, oh, we're gonna have to order a whole nother system for under your truck for that part of the system. It's gonna cost you X, Y, and Z. No, it ain't gonna cost me nothing, because it's not my fault that y'all put an inexperienced tech on my truck and he broke it. That's y'all fault. So you guys have to pay for that replacement part. I'm not paying for it because I didn't break it. It wasn't broke when it came in here. Oh, that's weird. No, it ain't no wear and tear. Ain't even had the truck a damn year, and they're gonna try to come out with, oh, that's wear and tear. No. So you got to be careful, because some of these dealerships will get you. Other than that, I think that was it that I can name right now. Oh, well, I give you a little tip. Well, we're gonna call this the Reaper tips. or should we call it the Grim tips of the day? Let me know which one y'all like. But the tip for today is, in these 4 trucks, if you have a cooler, electric cooler, that you plug into the cigarette lighter, by you cutting your truck off and on, the cooler doesn't stay cool. And what winds up happening with some drivers, the cigarette lighter plug on the cooler starts to burn out. Out of the core to burn out, or it'll burn out your cigarette lighter or your 12-volt plug, and it'll burn it out. So I learned this when I was driving big trucks, because it burnt mine out in my big truck, and I learned this in my 250, because it actually blew the fuse in my 250 before it burnt out the plug. Get an inverter, hardwire the inverter to your battery, and then buy a power adapter that goes from the 12 volt to the household plug. What's that, 120? And plug it into the inverter. Now the plug won't burn out. It won't short out your plug, your cigarette lighter plug, and your cooler will always stay cool and keep running. You won't burn the motor out. That's the tip for the day. Hardwire inverter to battery. Get a 12 volt adapter to go from your and you're good to go. So that's it for today. And hopefully I'll see you on the streets. Or in the streets. Or on the interstate. Somewhere. I don't know. But hey, if you ever see me out there on the road, blow at me, holler at me, come up and say hi. One of my subscribers want me to start talking to you guys. When you see me out on the road, do a little interview with you guys so they can hear different content, hear the different opinions from other drivers and stuff like that. So I want to do that for that subscriber. So if you see me, come holler at me. We'll shoot a quick video, do a quick interview. You ask me questions, I ask you questions, and just do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to make enough time to do it. Hopefully you'll catch me doing a break, like a 30-minute break or a 10-hour or a reset. Hopefully. But I'll still make time to talk to you. Also, remember, like the videos, give me them thumbs ups. Subscribe, share my videos. I need more subscribers, people. Come on. I'm trying to kick this channel off right. But get ready to come up with my exit. Cool. But let's do that. Let's get this channel up and running the right way. My goal was to have at least all right, I'm gonna be honest. My realistic goal was to have at least 5,000 subscribers by the summer. That's what I was trying to do. I was really trying to reach 5,000 and have over 10,000 likes. I'm still pushing for the 10,000 likes, but I would prefer to have at least 1,000 subscribers by the summer. Because I'm trying to get to where I can get monetized. I'm trying to get to where I can do lives with you guys. I'm trying to get to where I can communicate with you guys more. And then I want to start doing little giveaways, do a little merch giveaway. I got some people working on some merchandise, so when I get it up and going, I'll let you guys see it, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But please like, subscribe, share, help me get this channel up on the big side of the algorithm, so where it just keeps pushing me out. But like I said, once again, thank you all of you that watch my videos, all of you that subscribe. Thank you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, with that being said, these roads are grim sometimes. I need y'all to get out here with me, because I ain't greedy, but I will. Bring that money all day! You feel me? Stay safe. Stay blessed. I see you on the flip side.